Welcome back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Matt. It's been a little while since we made a video. Yeah, probably about a week or so. So anyways, we, as the title says, we finally had it happen. Finally hit snow. So Liz and I had talked about the potential for the route that we run for the dedicated stuff. It takes it over some pretty rough mountains, like the Alleghenies on I-68 are pretty rough. There's a couple of brutal climbs, and one in particular, I think they call it Big Savage. It's like west of Frostburg, Maryland, and that's where we hit some snow. I guess technically it was Monday night, but it was over midnight, so Tuesday morning, so it was the 1st of November. We didn't expect it that early. So we had talked about it, and we had kind of planned that, you know, when it gets worse and worse, we could take an alternate route, you know, and that we'll kind of have to plan ahead and watch the weather and stuff. But I had no idea that we were going to need to be watching the weather this soon. So I was driving through the night, trying to get us to the area that we switch in the middle of the night, and it started like a little flurry here and there, you know, making the climb. Thought nothing of it, and it kept going. It kept getting worse and worse and worse, and I was like, it's not sticking on the ground, we're good. And then I get up near the peak, and the ground is just covered. I was struggling to figure out where the lanes were. Thankfully, there is no traffic on that route that late at night. Like maybe a truck here or there, you know, you pass one every 20 minutes or whatever. But so we're able to get through it going slow, and it was rough because I've been procrastinating on switching the wiper blades out for quite some time. So they're not that great in the rain, and they needed to be changed probably like a month ago. And we talked about it. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that when we stop. And then we stop and I forget, whatever. So we had a set of the frameless ones, like the more expensive wiper blades that are really good on passenger vehicles and probably really good on flat windshields, but they are not good on semi windshields that have a curve to them. It just, like, a good quarter of the windshield just doesn't even get swept from the blades. And then it feels like the blades freeze up quicker and it gets built up with ice, so it just kind of smears the frozen snow that turns into ice, just smears it around. So I did take a time lapse, which I'm gonna probably put in the video as I'm talking. You can run the time lapse and you can check it out instead of just watching me talk. But you can even see in the time lapse where it was just building up, and I'm like spraying the wiper fluid onto the windshield so much that I'm trying to break up the clump of ice, and it could like sweep it away. So thankfully we replaced the wiper reservoir and motor when we did, because the very next time we were out, it snowed. And I don't know if they were even prepping the road or anything. I don't recall seeing any plows out. It definitely wasn't plowed towards the peak. I don't think they were putting anything on the road, but thankfully that wasn't too bad. Once we got down on the other side of the mountain, it pretty much chilled out. And then from there we took our load from Baltimore down to Greensboro like we do every weekend. I didn't film it because there's really not a whole lot to film. We literally pick up in Baltimore and drive 6 hours through the night. We drop off in Greensboro, and there's nothing to it. I've already taken you guys on a tour of that parking lot probably like 5 times, so we didn't need a 6th one. So that went without a hitch. We grabbed a trailer, and then normally we would be heading straight to the house because we didn't find a third load that was like adequate. But this time we did almost $5 a mile, and it's tires again. So we pick up down here in North Carolina and we go up to Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure that it's the same run that we ran a while back where we delivered at night on the weekend, and the empty trailers were like locked behind a gate that the guard did not have access to. So we had to wait until the next morning until the other workers got into the office and they opened the auxiliary gate and we were able to get our empty and go. So the last time that happened, we delivered on a Sunday, we got the trailer Monday morning, we were able to get up to Baltimore, no problem. So this time we called on it right away because those do not last at that rate. And then as I am talking to the guy, we realized that it's pick up Monday, deliver Tuesday, which isn't a huge deal. So as long as we can get out of there with the trailer, it's not a huge deal because we could always get over to Baltimore, sleep for the day, do our dedicated run, and everything's good. So worst case, so what our plan is, we're gonna pick it up tomorrow. We're gonna try to run it straight through. Hopefully they have solved this problem because I think it was like the company got bought out or something, so everything was changing. Hopefully they have this problem solved of getting access to the empty trailers. If not, at the very worst, we'll sleep on site, pick up a trailer Tuesday morning and just go. Best case, we deliver Monday night, they have a trailer, we get that, everything's good, we get back to Baltimore. So we're gonna see, but we're gonna be able to like film that, and that'll be another episode. It's been a while because for the last month, I don't think we have had a third load on us, mostly because we were trying to take some time off and stuff, but we haven't had a third load. So really it's the dedicated stuff and then the Greensboro, which we're pretty much dedicated at this point. Yeah, so we'll actually be able to make an episode on this one and it'll be good. We're kind of sitting over at Kinley 95. We rolled in yesterday and we're gonna roll over to the pickup. It's about 25 miles away from here, but like I said, we'll make a video for that. But yeah, we just been kind of hanging out here. Liz cooked some steaks earlier, so we had some steaks and salad and some ice cream for dessert. You know, it's tough living out here sometimes. And we started rewatching Breaking Bad. Haven't seen that in forever, so we started rewatching that series. You know, give us something to do. Played a little Starfield. Liz is crocheting currently, and you know, just kind of waiting until tomorrow. So I think that wraps this video up. You know, we weren't expecting the snow, and I was a little slack in changing out the wiper blades, but when we stopped and switched, I did climb up there and change out the wiper blades so that if Liz ran into snow, she would have a better time than I did. So anyways, we'll leave this video off here and make a nice short and sweet video. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.